Hey YouTube, I have another tutorial on how to add the 3.5 pound trigger connector to your Glock 19 Gen 4. If we can get you to see that. And this is actually one of my favorite pistols in my collection. So let's go ahead and take this apart. I like to do it upside down and then just pull it back just a little bit and then take that off. Now we won't need the slide for this portion of it. On this Glock 19 and on most Glocks, they'll come apart the same way as long as they have the 3 pins in there. You could do this, I found, 2 ways. You could push this through from this side, from the left side over to the right, and this piece, or you could just take out the back pin, lift this section off, take out the 5.5 or whatever pound connector you have in there, take it out, and then put the 3.5 pound in. I find, for me, this was pretty easy just by pushing this pin out. So let's go ahead and get started on that. I brought my Glock tool for those of you to see. That's it right there. Take this out, and of course on the Gen 4s you have this little back strap. Okay, now you can just lift this section up, and I like to lift it up and then kind of pull this piece out. There it goes. Now you see we basically have this whole assembly out. See how easy that? You have to be careful though, because you don't want to damage your trigger, breaking it, because it only pulls out about that far. You don't want to push it anymore. I try and, I don't give it really any force, just enough really just to pull this out. Now once it's out, and you could see the connector, this is already the 3.5 pound connector, but I'll go ahead and I'll take it out so you can see the difference. I'm gonna get my Glock tool again, and I'm gonna go ahead and push that through. Okay, now it's pushed out, and I'll show you the difference. You see there that new adapter has kind of that little drops down at like an angle like that. That's what's new on there over the old one, which just kind of sorry about the focus. I'm trying out my digital still camera to record video. I have a camcorder, which is actually this one right here. This is what I normally use, but I just wanted to try this. I'm using this is a Sony, I think it's a W500. I could be wrong on that. Either way, I don't mean to get off the subject, but I can see that it's taking its time focusing. I also sometimes shoot with an SLR, which I don't have around me right now. What sucks about shooting video with an SLR is that you can't focus anywhere near. This is focusing faster than what I could focus with that SLR, and you generally have to have somebody behind the camera if you want the focus to be smooth. Either way, getting off subject again. So you can see that this one is a little bit smaller here. Now, I don't know if that contributes to anything, but it is quite a bit smaller. So let's go ahead and put this piece back in. Again, be very careful because you don't want to damage anything on here. Okay, now this new piece is, for some reason, quite a bit thicker than the stock piece. So you have to kind of push it in there pretty good. There we go. It's in there, and you kind of want to make sure that you don't bend this, because that's supposed to be like that. See how it has a little bit of play? That's supposed to be like that. So let's go ahead and get this piece back together. Just gotta flip over this way, and just take your time with this. I mean, you don't have to force anything in at this point. Alright, now once you push that through there, you want to make sure you can get this piece in here, and then make sure everything's lined up, snap it down in there, and you want to test it. You want to bring this forward and see if your trigger works. Okay, because now that you know this mechanism works, you can go ahead and put this back strap on. If you don't use a back strap, then you know you're not doing this bit. I get my handy Glock tool, and I just kind of push in a little bit. Alright, now that's back together. Now let's go ahead and put the slide back on. Oh yeah, feel the Christmas. And that's all there is to it. And remember that if you have a 3rd generation Glock, and my Glock 23 here, it's the same tool, it's the same trigger adapter. A lot of people have been asking if the Gen 4 uses a different trigger connector, but if you look at both of these are the stock Glock adapters. One came out of the 23 and one came out of the 19. They're both almost exact. I think they might even be the same exact thing. So that's basically it on this piece here. It will lighten the trigger. I wouldn't say you're going to drop down to 3.5 pounds, but I say you're probably in the ballpark of maybe 4.5 pounds. It does help quite a bit, though. I feel that the Glock should come standard with that. And the other thing you could do is the 25-cent Glock trigger job. That'll help you out with maybe another pound or so. So then you'd be really down to about 3.5, maybe down to even 3 or 2.5. But that's it for this little tutorial. I wanted to kind of show a little bit easier way to do it if some people are scared to punch these out or afraid to take out the whole assembly, you know, and worry that they might break their gun or you know, whatnot. So I just wanted to make a little easy tutorial to do an easy Glock upgrade job, because for me everything else is fine on here. I like that this is flat. This doesn't bother me because, think about it, you still have that piece up here to push down on. And I mean, I've owned Glocks now for, I'd say, probably going on 6 years. Not as long as, you know, a bunch of other people, but for me, I mean, I slammed that down by pushing down on that slide stop, and that has never done anything to my finger, never caused anything, you know, bad to happen. Same thing on the Gen 3. You have a lot to play with there as far as pushing that down. That trigger pull does help out quite a bit. I think my next video will be me doing the 25-cent trigger job. That might take me a little bit of time though, because it does take me quite a bit of time to make that video and edit that video and put it up online. I think the next videos right after this one are going to be me shooting these. That way you can kind of get an idea of how they react in somebody's hands and what kind of groupings they get for a terrible shot. So thanks for watching, and please leave any comments, or if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. Alright, thank you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.